Hey, what's up guys? This is Poker Express, and we are back with another episode of Poker Hands. Before getting into it, I would like to ask you guys to hit the like button and subscribe if you enjoy our videos. Let's jump straight into the action.
Now?
Yeah. Look for hungry.
No, I had suited connectors, but
Suited connector.
6.5.
not 9.5. Come on.
Could be some fun stuff
Give me a
popping up.
great
Those
position
three
by
together
far.
in a row is great. Stefan,
I said you
and
had the best hand
Sam.
once.
Yeah, that's one.
6 pass.
I wasn't.
There'll be a mini battle in the table going on between those three.
You made it too big, but you made it too big.
So Leon's made this 2,000, and Stefan. This is opinionated from Stefan.
Yeah, this is basically the same thing again. He's isolating, trying to isolate Leon.
Step you 4K, I make it 12.
So hoping everyone else folds and he gets the heads up pot.
You did make it 4. What did you make?
Little does he know he has the worst hand.
36, 6.5.
Leon's in a tough spot though. I mean, Ace
I
Jack
didn't have change.
Same thing anyway.
Yeah.
can't really rip it.
Oh no. But you know he's seen Stefan's 3-bet with some much weaker hands on Ace Jack already today.
King
So
7 of spades.
we know the way Leon plays. I'm pretty sure he'll just call here and look to play a flop. Oh, he could just rip it. He's Leon. But my point is, I don't think he's folded.
Kings.
So Leon far in the
I know you
lead,
have King 7 of
but
spades.
Stefan has the lead, and
I
that
know
means
you
a
have
lot.
King 7
Yeah.
of spades.
How do you know?
Percentages say 64-28, but in reality it's probably the other way around. But not now.
Now when you
Not
say
now,
two
because
kings,
Leon
you
is
know it's
will never ever pass this.
No.
Stop reading my mind.
And again, we're seeing,
Scary.
like earlier, Stefan downsizing. His continuation bet for less than his 3-bet size. On these really polarized boards, Ace 9-2 Rainbow, there's no draw. This allows him to bet basically all the hands he's 3-bet with because he's betting so small. He makes Leon fold his nothing hands. He doesn't cost himself too much when he gets bluffed, and he allows Leon to call with hands that are much worse than his when he has flopped a good hand.
I have to say, totally a new concept for me, this downsizing, and it's fascinating.
It's become huge. It's not something I was that aware of until 2-3 years ago, but these guys do it all the time now, and it makes so much sense.
12,000.
Essentially, they figured it out, didn't they?
Yeah, I
At
mean,
least
these
they
guys
solved it.
have figured everything out. They study.
He's right, but he never used it strong before.
They're now obviously electing to lead out. Stefan's like, what is this?
Stefan's like,
he
I'm
can't
gonna
do anything
need,
but call.
I'm gonna need a special computer for Leon.
Yeah, yeah.
It doesn't exactly fit the mold.
Yeah, the German guys, they haven't sat down and worked this one out. And this is where it's fun when we're watching people play Leon, because you just have to grab on with your right hand and your left hand and not let go of a pair. And Leon's actually, bet so small that it's not put Stefan in too much of a tough spot. He just kind of has to call.
Yeah.
It's always good when they do this.
A couple people asking, what is downsizing? I'm going to try and explain it, even though I've just heard it to myself. When your continuation size is less than your 3-bet size on a polarized sort of board.
Yeah, well, yeah, the downsizing, when you're betting less than you did on the previous street, it's basically the concept. So it's very, very small percentage of the pot size.
Me too, but yours is
And yeah,
Not a bad read.
Stefan does cool.
25 minutes
Loses the pot.
against me once, so I did.
Nice sizing there, Leon. Maximum payoff.
I think it's interesting. I think if he knew Stefan had an ace, if he knew Stefan had a hand like that, he would have bet much bigger because
Caribbean poker party.
Jeremy's he's opening wider than anybody right now from under the gun. And this counts as a big hand, 5-handed.
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking at this lineup right now, and I'm seeing Jeremy raise. I'm thinking, who is the guy that's most likely to 3-bet him with air? I can only find Jacob right now.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been. Excuse me. What's the name again?
It could have been Katie. It could have been Stephen. It could have been Neil.
Yeah.
Honestly, those were the three players that we've lost that were most, besides Jacob, most capable of the 3-bet with air. I'd like to think that.
And another few of the 7,000 or 8,000 that played this tournament. Well, whose names we temporarily forgotten.
Oh boy.
This is a split pot a lot of the time, though. I mean, it's
not as.
It isn't yet, but.
I bet you it's
not as often as you think, Barney.
Well, no, you're right. Actually, it has to come 2 big cards, doesn't it? So Yeah, Jeremy's in a very good. This is horrible for Maria. Well, she's the player least likely. She's only gonna call on every street, and if he thinks she's calling a lot lighter, he's gonna bet small.
Yeah. I mean, we'll avoid doing maximum damage.
Yeah.
I mean, and she can always get out of
We've seen her escape tactics today.
A heart. I'm going to say a heart will be. Well, he's got the heart. If he thinks that she was calling with a flush draw, well, I mean, he's betting again, isn't he? He's got a heart in his hand too.
Or is she more likely to check raise to protect?
Well,
very unlikely
it got him.
From what we've seen. I mean, she's a fan of the smaller pots.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, what I do like about this girl's play is, well, first of all, the way she's been playing, but secondly, the composure she's shown. I mean, you know, this is the big stage. It's huge pressure, but she always looks calm and thinks the whole thing through.
Oh, this is horrible for her. Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah, he's
Ace
only
10 and Ace Jack.
He's only beaten Ace 6, Ace 7, and Ace 8.
Yeah. That's right.
And he's losing to the flush. I'd say about 50 million would be.
Ace 8. Oh,
no, it would.
Yeah.
I know the reason I was laughing is because
maybe she thought he had. He thought she had like jacks or something like that, but.
Maybe she did have jacks.
But you know.
Maybe she did have jacks. That's interesting, Barney. Or 7s or 8s or 6s. Yeah, that's
pretty sure that's right.
Remco would know. Where is he? He's good for something, the Mongrel. Remco, if you're out there, please fill us in.
Eles vão estudar todo o nosso jogo, viu?
Alex Powers.
It's Alex. Oh, Alex Powers. Okay, fine. Never mind. You're right, Jeff. I should have
Right again.
que pensa que não.
Right again.
Mas a gente não vai pegar o filme para ficar vendo os caras jogando, como é que os caras jogam.
Vixe, nós vamos.
Eles perdem tempo para passar.
Jacob opens on the button with the Jack 10. Raul.
Eles querem pegar esse dinheiro.
Ding up with the Ace Jack.
Bom.
Comes Jack 10 deuce. Some trouble for Raul.
Oh my
who will
goodness.
just lead for all of it. Jacob happy to make the call.
Just all of it right there. Okay. 940,000 to 210. Raul looking to give
when you flop top pair, Brent.
Jack Daniels something to drink about. Trying to turn an ace.
Does not. Can he river one? He cannot.
Those both look like
Jackson
aces.
10s. And Raul at Jacob slightly out-chipped, it appears.
I played both with myself and Frado. Frado was on the final table with him in the shootout of the World Series of Poker. I was on his table in the round before that, and he was basically the most absurd human being I'd ever played poker with. And then, kind of disappointingly, when he went deep in the main, he wasn't as absurd. But I guess, you know, you're playing for millions at that point. Yeah. But I saw here he has a lot of chips already. So
here we are with Ace Jack. Personally, I'm all in.
Ferrado opening off 30 bigs. Ferrado calling in between in the small blind.
Is that Connor 1v1? Nope, no, it's not.
Well,
Jack 5 trouble for Gerardo.
Yeah, this is going to be tough for him. I mean,
yeah, I really like an all-in from Eric because Nail likes opening more than most people. And both the players are less than 30 big blinds. Just like to whack it in their face.
Well, all three check the flop. Gerardo checks again on the 9 turn. You think Eric is going to bet here, right?
The homie only bets a nut says Damian Salas was the guy who took forever every time he folded pre, but then he suffered a crushing beat to go out. I don't remember that, but I remember the face.
Yeah, I seem to remember that as well.
Whoa!
Yeah, I mean, Gerardo's gone for the check raise all in on the turn.
On the turn, yeah. I mean, you can never fold. You're just like, Eric's just going to be like, huh? What?
Well, I mean, but Gerardo can have enough hands here, right? Like some
Gerardo can have
draws,
7, 8 of clubs.
Yeah.
king 10 of clubs, queen 10 of clubs, so many hands. Like, you're just like, this is such a weird line. Like, it's very rare for someone to take this line. Eric will find the call.
I like it, I guess. If he has the perception that Eric might bet the turn after Ferreira's check back the flop quite a lot, but he does, of course, call. And
Thank you,
Gerardo's,
WSOP Sam.
it all.
Yeah, Gerardo's kind of... I don't think he dislikes his play. It's a spot that sucks.
Yeah,
like
you're not expecting to really ever be behind it, right?
I think I like an all-in from Gerardo pre-flop as well. You can't go wrong flatting King Jack suited, I think, but good game, unlucky man. Unfortunate. I don't think you could really get away from that, but I just like going all-in pre-flop in general.
Got a 3,000. Any.
Two-thirds of the pot. Obviously, a lot of Daniel's bluffs on the turn were flush draws. Does make the call and gets the bad news. Don't think you can fold that one. So chalk that up to a little bit of a cold deck the way that's played.
Ace King for O'Dwyer +2.
Oh boy.
Raise. 2.7 million.
Really curious to see if these other big stacks are just going to let Steve do what Steve wants to do, and there's a pretty significant drop off to the bottom three. Very somewhat tight at the top. Opening to 2.25. My name with the defend.
What's up?
Well,
uh-oh.
There may be trouble ahead for the Dutchman as he flops top pair. The flush draw against Steve O'Dwyer's top pair, top kicker. SPR around 4. A 10 or a jack of diamonds or hearts to like roll off on the turn. Like a card that gives Steve a bunch of natural double barrels. I'm always sweating that turn card variance, you know. How's RNG gonna play out? Well,
Pretty natural double barrel.
yeah.
Check.
Yeah, all of Steve's ace jack, ace 10.
Bet. 8.6 million.
So just 3 outs for Monet on this river.
Yeah, Steve.
Can't win.
Does make the call. 28 million out there. 20 million behind. So chip lead pot straight off the bat.
The M in Monet is silent. Gotcha.
It's about as bricky as it gets.
Yeah.
Literally every draw. 9-10, Jack 10, Ace Jack, Ace 10, diamonds.
Every
all
draw
bricking.
bricks.
Okay.
When you're up against someone like Steve O'Dwyer, like you'd rather call with King Deuce than King Jack, right? Or King 10. Guess King 10 would be the more relevant one, blocking both 10-9. Yeah, blocking 10-9 and Jack 10.
Yeah.
So Dwyer going for the jugular. Everyone else just watching from the sidelines as these two play a monster part. Regardless of whether Moreni puts in the additional 20 mil or not. Mulling over his options. Does flick in the call. And Steve O'Dwyer tables the ace-king. GG's.
The Dutchman going out in 9th place with €29,000 consolation prize.
You have the 3 tiers of Dust Till Dawn behind that. We have, I know, on the obviously the lower tier this event. Middle tier was the main event, and then the higher tier was the satellite and cash games. There's been a lot of action as well outside of our stream game the last 2 nights, and there's been some high stakes PLO going on.
Here's an action board.
There we go. Lucas continuing to flop best here. And limp pot, Juan Pardo's King 10 looks pretty big here.
So Lucas check raise here, for sure.
Oh, look, Lucas is in position. Not only does he have the best hand, but he's also in position.
Okay.
And he's just going to raise this up, try and build a pot.
Hi, Dan. Did you just arrive? Did you just arrive?
There's a lot of sort of ace 4, ace 3 combinations that you could be doing this with.
Yeah, 3, 4, 4, 6 would be the straight draws. Or else obviously just some random bluffs from perhaps, that's like 9, 7 of hearts might do this. And of course weaker 10s may well raise the flop. Ace, like you say, does complete some of his ace 3s, ace 4s, but I think they're more likely to call the flop than raise, given ace high so strong on this texture. So Juan Pardo will probably feel comfortable he has the best hand still. And look at this, Lucas checks back his bottom 2 pair. And wow, what a river. I don't think there's any way, John, that Juan Pardo thinks Lucas had a better hand than when he checked back that turn.
He's going to get paid off, isn't he?
Certainly
Well,
is.
no. But the thing is, he could be afraid of ace, ace 3, ace 4. He may not. What's he going to bet? About 50? Or do you think he'll overbet?
May as well just go big. You're only getting called by a 10, really.
60.
60. I just don't see how Juan Pardo can fold his 10 here. Lucas can have a 10 easily himself.
Yeah.
Full house will win, and yeah. Lucas, I mean, it's easy for us to sit here and say he should have bet the turn when we see up against a 10, but